The question says name the following halides according to IUPAC system and classify them as alkyl, allyl, benzyl, primary, secondary or tertiary, vinyl or aryl halides. For these compounds we have to go for the IUPAC, then classify accordingly. First we can write down the chemical formula and then we can go for the nomenclature. It will be easier for the nomenclature. Okay, so you can see in the first compound we have CH3 whole twice is there. Two alkyl group are attached to CH. So let me write CH, and to this CH two alkyl group are attached. One more alkyl group here. Okay. Next we have again CH is there. To this CH you can see Cl is attached, and next we have CH3 is there. CH3. Okay. For the nomenclature we have to select the parent chain. You can see parent chain. This is what we have, parent chain. This is the parent chain. Now we should start numbering from left side or right side. You can see if I start numbering from left to right, it is 1, 2. To the second carbon alkyl group is attached. If we start numbering from right side, 1, 2, you can see to the second carbon halogen group is attached. Okay, we are getting group attached to the second carbon from both sides. So in this case we follow alphabetical order. You can see this halogen, this is chlorine is there starting from C, and this is methyl group starting from M, and according to alphabetical order C is coming before M. Then we can start numbering from right to left. So this is 1 and it is 2 and it is 3 and it is 4 is there. This numbering is correct. Okay, first we can write the branching, then we can go for the parent chain. We have branching and then parent chain and then highly functional group. This is the order we follow. We write the suffix of the functional group. So branching, parent chain and then functional group. Okay, so you can see we have to the second carbon halogen is attached. We can mention 2 chloro. 2 chloro is there. 2 chloro. Then 3 methyl is there. 3 methyl. And in the parent chain you can see how many carbon are there. 4 carbon. We can mention it is butane. Butane. 2 chloro, 3 methyl butane. Okay. Now we can classify. You can see there is only one halogen is here. This is one halogen. Okay. And you can see this halogen is attached to this carbon. Now see the environment of the carbon. You can see this halogen is attached to the carbon which is connected to two other carbon. One carbon and this is second carbon. Then we can say it is secondary halide, secondary alkyl and halide is there. Secondary alkyl halide. Okay. If the halogen is attached to one carbon which is connected to only one carbon, it is primary alkyl halide. Halogen attached to the carbon which is connected to two other carbon, secondary alkyl halide. And halogen attached to a carbon which is connected to 3 other carbon, it is tertiary alkyl halide. Okay, so we got a secondary alkyl halide because halogen attached to the carbon which is connected to 2 other carbon. Okay, now move on to the next one. Again we can draw the structure, it will be easier for the nomenclature. We have CH3, next CH2, okay, and then CH is there. To the CH we have methyl group attached, and then we have CH is there. Okay, and then you can see to the CH Cl is also attached and C2H5. Better I write the carbon chain in a straight line. So Cl I write at the bottom, then C2H5 is there, means there are 2 carbon. C2H5 I can write CH2 and this is CH3 there. This entire portion is what? C2H5. Okay, again same situation. You can see if I start numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, third carbon methyl group. This side 1, 2, 3, third carbon halogen group. Then in this case also we can follow the alphabetical order. Okay, so we have, you can see starting from C and starting from M is there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 3 chloro, 4 methyl and this is what? Hexane. So name is clear. First we have branching, then parent chain is there, and then we have functional group suffix we have to write. 3 chloro, name is 3 chloro, and then we have 4 methyl is there. 4 methyl. And the parent chain, how many carbon are there? Total 6 carbon are there. We can mention this is what? Hexane is there. Hexane. Very good. Now we can classify. You can see the environment of Cl. Cl is attached to a carbon, and this carbon is connected to two other carbon, this carbon as well as this carbon. Then again we can see halogen attached to the carbon which is connected to two other carbon. Then we can say it is a secondary alkyl halide. Secondary alkyl halide. It is a secondary alkyl halide. Move on to the next one. So it was second one. Now we move on to the third one. We have third one. We have CH3, then CH2. Okay, you can see we have carbon, but to this carbon two alkyl group are attached. Let me mention this is what CH3, and then we have CH3 is there. Okay, then we have CH2, and it is I is there. Okay, now we can go for the numbering of the parent chain. This is the parent chain. You can see 1 2 3 4 4 carbon are there. Obviously we'll start numbering from this side. 1 2, you can see in 1 and 2 maximum number of group are covered. So it is 1 and it is 2, it is 3 and it is 4 is there. Okay, so you can see branching. This is a branching, this is also branching, this is also branching. So we can arrange them in alphabetical orders. This is what we have methyl group is starting from M, and this is what iodo is starting from I. So I is coming before M, so we can mention one iodo. Okay, we have one iodo is there, one iodo, and then you can see to the second carbon two methyl group are attached. Then two times we have to mention 2 2, and between the number we mention comma 2 2, and we can mention dimethyl 2 2 dimethyl is there. And in the parent chain how many carbon are there? Total how many carbon? 4 carbon are there. Then we can mention butane is there, butane. So one iodo 2 2 dimethyl butane. Okay, again we can go for the classification. Okay, so you can see, look at the halogen, focus on the halogen because we are talking about the classification of alkyl halide. Okay, so this is the halogen. You can see it attached to this carbon, and see the environment of this carbon. You can see halogen is attached to the carbon which is connected to only one carbon. You can see it is connected to only one carbon. Halogen connected to a carbon which is connected to which is attached to only one carbon. Hence we can say it is primary alkyl halide. Okay, primary alkyl halide is there. It is primary alkyl halide. Iodine connected to a carbon which is connected to only one carbon. Hence it is primary alkyl halide. Move on to the fourth one. We have the fourth one. Again we can draw the structure. You can see 3 alkyl group connected to one carbon. So no problem, we have one carbon. This is alkyl group, and here we have the alkyl group. Okay, next we have CH2 is there, CH2, and then we have CH, and to this CH Br is attached. Okay, and then we can see we have phenyl ring is there, phenyl benzene ring is there, phenyl ring. Okay, so now we can go for the numbering. This is the parent chain 1 2 3 4. Okay, because in this case you can see one group is attached, so we consider it as a parent chain. So we start numbering from this side. You cannot start numbering from this side because in this case 1 2 to the second carbon 2 alkyl group, then they will be having larger value. We always do the numbering in such a way the group should have minimum number. Okay, so we start numbering from this side. It is 1. So in 1 you can see we are including two group. This is 1 and this is second one. 1 2, it is 3 and it is 4 is there. We can write these groups in the alphabetical order. You can see this is phenyl starting from P, and this is bromine starting bromo starting from B, and these are the methyl group starting from M. Okay, so first B will come, and then M will come, and then P will come, and in the last we have parent chain. So we have branching in alphabetical order, parent chain, and then we have the functional group suffix is written. Okay, so we can mention one bromo. Name is one bromo is there, one bromo. Okay, next you can see to the third carbon 2 alkyl group are attached. Okay, so 2 group are attached. Then we can mention 3 comma 3, and this is dimethyl is there, dimethyl. Okay, then we have in the last you can see phenyl group. We say phenyl, so we can see it is connected to only one carbon. So we can mention one phenyl is there, one phenyl. Okay, next we are left with parent chain. How many carbon? 4 carbon are there. Then we can mention butane. Butane. So name is 1 bromo 3,3 dimethyl 1 phenyl butane. Okay, now we can go for the classification. To look at the halogen, you can see this is the halogen we have, and this halogen is connected to this carbon. And see the environment of this carbon. You can see this carbon is connected to this carbon, as well as you can see here also one carbon is there. It is also connected to this carbon. Okay, so you can see it is a secondary halide, because halogen is attached to a carbon which is connected to two other carbon. Okay, halogen connected to a carbon which is connected to two other carbon. Hence we can say it is secondary alkyl halide. You can see this is benzyl group. We can say secondary benzyl halide. Benzyl halide. Why I use benzyl? Because you can see this is what benzene ring is there, and to this benzene ring if CH2 is there, okay, and this Cl is attached, okay, alpha carbon. If halogen is attached to the alpha carbon, this is benzyl halide. It is known as benzyl. This entire portion is considered as a benzyl group. Okay, so that's why we can say secondary benzyl halide. Why secondary? Because halogen attached to the carbon which is connected to two other carbon, and this portion is coming as a benzyl. Okay, benzyl. Now move on to the fifth one. We have fifth one. First we have CH3, next we have CH, and to this CH we have methyl group attached. Then we have CH, and then we have Br is attached, and then we have CH3 is there. Okay, CH3, CH, CH3, CH, Br, and CH3 there. You can see we have fifth one as well as first one, almost the same. Fifth one as well as first one is almost same, because in place of Br, Cl is there. Okay, so we have to do the numbering for the parent in alphabetical order, because if you start numbering from this side 1 2 to the second carbon halogen, 1 2 to the second carbon methyl group, alphabetical order. It is starting from B, and in methyl group is starting from M. So we start numbering from right to left. 1 2, it is 3, and it is 4 is there. Okay, so you can see we got 2 bromo, 3 methyl, and this is what we have butane. So name we got 2 bromo, next 3 methyl is there, 3 methyl, and parent chain 4 carbon are there. Then we can mention butane. Butane, we got butane. Okay, 2 bromo, 3 methyl, butane. Then again we can classify. Look at the halogen. This halogen is attached to a carbon. This halogen is attached to a carbon which is connected to two other carbon. You can see it is connected to this carbon is connected to this carbon as well as this carbon. Hence we can say it is a secondary alkyl halide. Secondary alkyl halide is there, because halogen attached to a carbon which is connected to two other carbon. Okay, then we move on to the sixth one. We have CH3. Okay, CH3 is there. Then carbon is there. To this carbon you can see two ethyl group are attached. You can see C2H5 whole twice is there. So C2H5 can also be written as, if we have C2H5, and C2H5 can also be written as CH2, and it is CH3. I write in this format so that it will be easier for the numbering of the parent chain. We have CH2, and it is CH3 is there. Here also CH2, and it is CH3 is there. Okay, next we have CH2, it is Br is there. Okay, now we can go for the parent chain. So we cannot select this as a parent chain, because in this case only 3 carbon are coming. So either I can go this side or I can go this side. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Let's say 1 2 3, and it is 4. This group is attached, that's why we start numbering from this side. Okay, so this is a group, this is also a group attached to the second carbon. Okay, so you can see ethyl is starting from E. Okay, methyl is starting from M. This is bromine is starting from B. Okay, so alphabetically we can arrange these groups. So we got 1 bromo. Okay, then we have 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, and parent chain how many? 4 butane. Okay, let's write branching, then parent chain, and then we have functional group, priority functional group. There is no priority functional group in this case. Okay, so we got one bromo. Next, E is coming, after B E is coming, then we can mention 2 ethyl is there, 2 ethyl. Okay, next we have 2 methyl is there, 2 methyl. Okay, methyl is also attached to the second carbon. And in the parent chain, how many carbon are there? 4. Then we can mention butane. Butane is there, single bond is there only, so butane is there. 1 bromo, 2 ethyl, 2 methyl, butane. Now we can go for the classification. You can see this halogen is attached to a carbon, to this carbon. Now see the environment of this carbon. You can see this carbon is connected to only one carbon, direct attachment. Halogen attached to a carbon which is connected to only one carbon, then we can say it is a primary alkyl halide is there. It is primary alkyl halide. It is primary alkyl halide. Some more compounds are there in this question, and remaining compounds we will discuss in the next part. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to the channel.